Welcome to the second annual AAFCA TV Honors, presented by Morgan Stanley, brought to you by the African American Film Critics Association, the largest body of black film critics in the world. The AAFCA TV Honors recognizes and celebrates outstanding TV with an emphasis on black excellence and inclusion. Coming directly into your home, this AAFCA TV Honors features appearances by Oscar winner Viola Davis, Sterling K. Brown, Kenya Barris, Janet Mock, along with some of the real-life heroes who continue to usher us through this global pandemic. And here now to guide us through this year's AAFCA TV Honors is a woman who lives to make us all laugh. Known as Funny Ida, she's had comedy specials on HBO and Showtime, graced comedy stages all over the country, and was recently featured in Tiffany Haddish Presents They Ready. And to top it off, she dishes it real through her powerful Afro-Latina lens for her own weekly talk show, Truth Serum. Good people, please welcome the amazing Ida Rodriguez.
Welcome, I'm Ida Rodriguez, and I'm your host for the first ever virtual AAFCA TV Honors. And yes, se habla español. Black people come in all shades and colors, and they come from all over the world. All it means is the boat stopped a little early. I can't lie now, this has been a hard year. Let's just say 2020 hasn't quite been filled with that vision we hoped for. But as always, in challenging times, we found our way to each other. For so many of us, TV is keeping us sane and together. Now, I know I'm not the only one who didn't know this much television existed. Hopefully, those AAFCA What to Watch lists have guided you well. Wink, wink. Dealing with the Rona, on top of the ongoing war against police brutality and racism at large, TV has truly underscored the importance of having diverse and inclusive viewing options. The AAFCA TV Honors recognizes the many outstanding folks in front of and behind the camera who are doing just that, making sure our talent is seen, our voices are heard, and our stories are told, y'all. Do we ever have an amazing show for you? We have Oscar winners Octavia Spencer and Matthew A. Cherry, Rashida Jones, TICHINA Arnold, and my favorite dream girl, Cheryl Lee Ralph, as well as the mayor of Montgomery, Alabama, and a U.S. congressman, along with the many others who have bravely guided us through this pandemic. Then there's the women of Pose, and Tina Lifford and Omar Dorsey, your favorite couple from Queen Sugar, because Queen Sugar is lit. To the many partners who stepped up to make sure that coronavirus would not stop the AAFCA TV Honors party, we thank you. And we are also grateful to all of you for tuning in. Hope that surf and turf is delicious. I'm waiting on my butter to melt. It's going to be a phenomenal show. Now let's give out some awards, beginning with yours truly. For all those girl dads who've struggled with their daughter's hair, this man is a hero. He's my hero too. As the visionary behind the adorable but poignant animated short film Hair Love, Matthew A. Cherry and his phenomenal team affirm that black hair matters, while also shining a light on those black girl dads who affirm that for their girls every single day. Please welcome Academy Award and AAFCA winner Matthew A. Cherry alongside Congressman Hank Johnson from Georgia to present AAFCA TV Honors for Best Animated Series.
I'd like to think I know a thing or two about animation, or at least that's what my hair love journey has taught me. So it is an honor to co-present the AAFCA TV Honors for Best Animated Series. But it is also an honor to do so with Congressman Hank Johnson from Georgia. During this pandemic, the good congressman and his team have been working overtime, ensuring that his constituents, including many small business owners, are kept up to date about testing, the CARES Act, resources for the disabled, and more. Thank you so much for your leadership for your district, just outside of Atlanta and in Washington, where we need all the soldiers we can get.
Well, thank you so much. And you're making quite a few moves yourself, sir. Congratulations on your Oscar win, and most importantly, for making a difference. Hair Love is helping to get the Crown Act passed across the nation, making it unlawful to discriminate against people with natural hair.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now, I have a quick question for you. Now, have you ever imagined what goes on behind the scenes of a major park? Well, not just a major park, but arguably one of the most iconic parks in the world. Well, this series gives us a glimpse into the largest green space in New York City, where buildings and traffic are not allowed. We have a park keeper and his family, those that are up to no good for the park, some teenage angst, and lots of other entertaining characters. It stars more than a handful of huge Broadway stars, including two gentlemen who helped make a little musical about a founding father hot. Better yet, it's good fun for kids and adults alike.
It's our pleasure to present AAFCA's TV Honors to Apple TV Plus's Central Park for Best Animated Series.
Come on! You have the perfect legs for a man to shoot the moon under. Don't waste your gift.
All right. Oh, God. Beautiful.
Seems like Gary did all the work.
Just go with it. He needs this. I like to think that's how I came out of mom.
Gross.
Hello, everyone. Josh Gad here. There's clearly nothing more personal in 2020 than accepting an award over a computer screen with AirPods firmly placed in my ears. But there's no award I and the entire creative team of Central Park could be more thrilled to accept than the incredible honor of being your 2020 recipient of Best in Animation. The goal of Central Park has always been that diversity is not simply a story point or a character here and there, but the very centerpiece of our musical celebration of life, perseverance, and passion. Our main character, Owen Tillerman, played by the brilliant and now Emmy-nominated Leslie Odom Jr., leads an anthemic song in the very first episode of season 1, alongside incredible castmates Titus Burgess and Daveed Diggs, called Own It. We have been beyond proud to own our role in telling stories that call for and demand representation both on and off the screen. And it is truly an honor and a privilege to be given this recognition by AAFCA on behalf of this incredible cast and crew. Our goal now is to continue to strive for even greater representation moving forward. Thank you for the honor, and hopefully one day we can thank you all in person through masks and with ample hand sanitizer at our disposal. Stay safe. God bless. Thanks.
African American film critics, it's Leslie Odom Jr. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for this recognition for Central Park. We're everywhere, and representation matters. I know I have a little girl who watches this show and just delights in seeing characters that sort of look like her on her TV screen. So thank you for honoring the hard work we're doing with our pals and our partners over at Apple TV and 20th Century Television. We want to do it for as long as they'll let us, and we hope we keep making you proud and that you'll keep watching. Thank you so, so much.
Remembering the angst of youth may be hard for some of you, but this young man is in the fire. Please welcome Niles Fitch, best known as Teen Randall from the NBC hit series This Is Us, who was also Disney's first live-action Black Prince in the new Disney Plus series Secret Society of Second-Born Royals, as he presents AAFCA TV Honors Best YA Series alongside nurse CHERELLE Barksdale from the University of Michigan Medical System.
Seeing a wide range of stories about my generation and our experiences is inspiring. That's why I'm super excited to co-present the AAFCA TV Honors for Best YA Series. I'm even more excited to be co-presenting with a real-life hero, Nurse Barksdale from the University of Michigan Hospital. Even before COVID changed our world, Nurse Barksdale was doing the good work, earning Employee of the Year honors just 2 years ago. During this time of national and global crisis, she is going even harder. We salute you, Nurse Barksdale, and thank you for all your service.
Thank you, Niles. It's a delight to see you as Teen Randall and This Is Us. I also hear that you play a prince in Disney's Plus Secret Society of Second-Born Royals, so congratulations. You represent young men so well.
Thank you. And it's hard to capture the complexities of teenage life, especially angst, and do it through humor with lots of love too. But that's exactly what this show accomplishes. Set around the experiences of a teenage girl whose parents immigrated from India as she navigates American high school life through Southern California. Never Have I Ever offers a glimpse into a world of right now where young people of color are at the center. It's not only great TV, but it's television that makes a difference.
The AAFCA TV Honors for Best YA Series goes to Netflix, Never Have I Ever.
I have chosen attainable yet status-enhancing people for each of us today. Viola, you get Alex Gomez.
Suck it, Gomez.
I can't go out with Alex Gomez. He's like a foot shorter than me.
Yeah, but he has a hot face. You'll be like Zayn and Gigi.
Who are they?
Zayn and Gigi? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Forget it.
Thank you to the members of AAFCA and President Gil Robertson for bestowing us with the best YA show for the 2020 AAFCA TV Honors. We want to thank Netflix, NBCU, the fans, and everyone else for embracing Never Have I Ever.
Thank you so much. Never Have I Ever is a universal story highlighting the growing pains of high school, but through the eyes of a first-generation Indian American teenage girl, which was lacking from the television landscape until now. And we are super, super excited and happy that we found breakout star Maitreyi Ramakrishnan for the role of Devi Vishwakumar.
Thanks, guys. Seeing yourself on screen and seeing authentic representation is so important for any teen, young adult, anyone. It's important to authentically see yourself. And with that, and with the support of the fans, you guys, everybody behind this project, we can hopefully break down more stereotypes in Hollywood to make sure more stories are being told, because that's what they deserve. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ever since we met him as Antoine Fisher, he's been blowing our minds. Please welcome Derek Luke to present AAFCA TV Honors for Best Short Form Programming, accompanied by math science education warrior, Dr. Christopher M. Dean from Columbia University Teachers College.
I am thrilled to co-present this AAFCA TV Honors Award for Best Short Form Program with hip hop ed and science genius education guru, Dr. Christopher Emden from Columbia University Teachers College. Now, through the Science Genius Rap Battles, meaning bringing attention to transforming teaching and learning science, Chris does just that by using hip hop to get students excited about science and math. Maybe I would have liked science more if we would have had these rap battles when I was in school.
Perhaps so, but you're a science person now, so that's all good. So thank you so much, Derek, and your lovely wife, Sophia, for your support with the Science Genius Rap Battles. During this pandemic, a lot more people are realizing that there's so many ways we can reach and engage our kids, and having your support really helps us build more futures, especially in the critical STEM and STEAM areas.
Our honoree for Best Short Form Programming focuses on the efforts of a man that I know and I love to see on the basketball court. But thankfully, he doesn't just shut up and dribble. He shows up for his community, wanting to make the biggest impact he could, ensure that other kids who were poor like he once was could also live their dreams. He set up a school in his hometown of Akron, Ohio. Wow. Now this follows his journey to lift up his hood with a quality education, not only must-see TV, but also life goals.
Definitely life goals. So the AAFCA TV Honors winner for Best Short Form Programming goes to I Promise on Quibi, chronicling the efforts of the great LeBron James to transform his community with his own school, giving opportunities to all the young people full of hope and dreams he once had, and supporting them to transform their lives and change the world, one kid at a time.
It's almost like when you grow up in the inner city, you grow up in the projects, no one cares about you. So many kids like myself have dreams, and the only thing to stop those dreams from becoming reality is the support around them.
It's a real honor for me to accept this award on behalf of LeBron James, Maverick Carter, and the Spring Hill Company, and most importantly, the LeBron James Family Foundation's I Promise School and all of its incredible students and staff. I Promise really is more than a documentary series. It's a movement and a model for urban public education. From before day one, the school, the educators, the students, and their families really opened their doors to us and let us tell this important story of possibilities when you lead with love, when you teach the whole child and the whole family. The resulting short form series that we did on Quibi really is just the start of an amazing story that continues to unfold each and every day. And it's an inspirational story that shows how to confront so much of what's ailing our society today. We want to thank Gil and the African American Film Critics Association for recognizing this film. The I Promise School is truly changing lives, and we hope to continue telling this game-changing story for years to come.
Okay, all right, let me stop. Every now and then, a creative comes along and shares a glimpse of how not only will they contribute to the industry, but they will transform it. For them, AAFCA and ADCOLOR have joined forces to honor the Breakout Creative of the Year. You heard? Here to present this honor are 3 actresses who know a thing or two about breaking out. Please welcome my cousin, MJ Rodriguez. Okay, I'm lying. Angelica Ross and India Moore, who so many of us know and love as Blanca, Candy, and Angel from the trailblazing FX series Pose.
Last year, I stood next to her at the very first AAFCA Honors as we saluted Ryan Murphy, our precious ally, whom we are extremely grateful to. And now it is her turn. When I think of what it means to be creative, compassionate, witty, wise, and yes, fearless, I honestly think of her. Her willingness to share her truth when she was a successful journalist and didn't have to is one of the reasons why we are here today. Her passion for us, undeniable, and she never leaves us behind.
When she's on your side, you have an army, not just a friend. Having her as a writer and a producer and a director on Pose was even more special because she's one of our own. She's not just passionate about telling our stories, she knows exactly why we should be telling them. She knows how life-changing it can be to the present-day MJs, Angelicas, Indias, and Janets struggling to be seen and loved.
Her vital contributions to Netflix's limited series, Hollywood, stem from wanting to see both our Blackness and queerness normalized. Never one to sit in any box, she is spreading her wings, telling stories that may not specifically touch on the experiences of trans and queer communities of color, but you better believe she never leaves out our perspective on any of it. On behalf of my sisters, I am honored to present the AAFCA ADCOLOR Breakout Creative Award to our sister and champion, Janet Mock.
Thank you so much. My gratitude goes to the African American Film Critics Association and ADCOLOR for creating this space. Thank you for always seeing us. It is an honor to take part in a celebration that centers our words, our truths, our images, and our stories. It isn't lost on me that so many of my sisters and siblings, forebears, and comrades are rarely, if ever, given a shot at being seen and heard and celebrated so widely. As I sit here, accepting the Creative to Watch Award, I know I am only here because of their work, because of the fact that they put their bodies on the line to fight for our collective liberation. I also know that as we continue to struggle for Black people, we must also include Black trans people, Black queer people, Black disabled people, all of the Black people, my people. There are many ways to go about doing this work, and I aim to do my part by wielding my pen, my vision, and my voice like a weapon against racism, sexism, transphobia, ableism, and the erasure of Black and Indigenous people. I truly believe that telling our stories is a revolutionary act. Stories have always held me. They've always been my refuge. I wrote my books, my scripts, direct my projects, solely focused on centering myself in ways no other book or show had done before. I create. I create for the girl I once was, longing and searching for herself in the creation of others on screen. I hope my work can be a mirror for her, letting her know that she was and will never be alone again. And this is what stories do. They let us know that no matter how invisibilized, how misunderstood, unique, and marginalized, we are worthy. We are worthy of being seen. We are worthy of being heard. We are worthy of taking up space on screen and in the streets. It wasn't easy growing up Black and trans and Native Hawaiian and low income and a girl in America, and it still isn't. Existing, struggling, and striving in this particular way shaped me. It shaped the way that I view the world. It groomed me to see gaps in representation, rhetoric, and policy. It forced me to imagine worlds where girls like myself are not left behind. It emboldened me to create work for myself, where we are no longer disposable, but we are centered. I truly believe that the act of sitting alone with your truth and the courage to translate what you know is monumental. To write, record, sing, act, dance, speak, and show ourselves in a world intent on erasing and invisibilizing us is revolutionary. So I accept this honor on behalf of all those courageous enough to do that work, and I commit to always putting us at the center, always showing that we have and we will always be the heroes we were searching for. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My mother's on trial for killing my father. I want to hire you.
$500K.
She needs to come home. You raised that kid?
That boy loves his mother.
This is my legacy.
Boy, be very careful who you accuse of being a criminal.
What have you gotten me into?
I can't fail.
You think you're smarter than me?
This category proves that real life is often more intense than make-believe. And here to present AAFCA TV Honors for Best Docuseries are the stars of the Stars series, P-Valley, who play Uncle Clifford and Mercedes, Nico Anand and Brandee Evans, along with Chicago Fire Lieutenant Quentin Curtis.
I am thrilled to co-present this AAFCA TV Honors Award for Best Docuseries with my P-Valley castmate, Nico Anand, AKA Uncle Clifford, y'all.
And I am thrilled to co-present this award with you too, Miss Brandee Evans, or should I say, Mercedes. Our P-Valley world is filled with poles, but our co-presenter is quite familiar with poles too.
Is that right? As a lieutenant in the Chicago Fire Department and president, founder of the Black Fire Brigade to train and increase the numbers of Black firefighters, Quentin Curtis has literally been on the front lines before and during this pandemic.
Thank you, Brandee and Nico. It's a pleasure to be your co-presenters too.
Nice to meet you. Documentaries are so powerful. This year's competition was so stiff that it was hard to choose just one. Young children disappearing from all over Atlanta during the late 1970s and 1980s and turning up dead is not a plot of a horror film, y'all, but real life. And this docuseries detailed the heartbreaking reality of Black mothers and Black families who had to endure it then and still don't have closure because those murders have never been solved beyond a reasonable doubt.
And then there's a different story, one of more triumphant, about a man of extraordinary godly talent who elevated his entire team to 6 NBA championships, placing his organization, the Chicago Bulls, in the conversation amongst the greatest NBA dynasties of all time. Tragedy and triumph, pain and joy, all the different shades of us, of life, in 2 different forms.
That's why the AAFCA TV Honors for docuseries is a tie between 2 explosive docuseries. HBO's Atlanta, Missing and Murdered, The Lost Children, and The Last Dance from ESPN Films, and Netflix about My Chicago Bulls.
These young people were murdered and their cases were never solved.
The families never had any closure.
There was no other case like it in history.
There's no memorial. There's nothing in this city other than your memory.
I want to know who killed Curtis.
Do what should have been done. Solve the cases.
First of all, I want to thank the African American Film Critics Association for recognizing our docuseries. Get Lifted Film Company was formed by me and my partners, Mike Jackson and Ty Sticklorius, because we wanted to tell stories that were being overlooked. We wanted to feature voices that were being underrepresented. And we wanted to do it with high quality content that was provocative, compelling, and could be commercially successful as well. And we were able to do that with this beautiful project that told a story that a lot of folks in our community know very well, but a lot of people may have forgotten about, a lot of people may not have known about. And we were so glad to be able to tell this story, highlight this important moment in Black history and in the history of Atlanta, and you know, open some more eyes so that we could look into what we overlooked decades ago with this crisis. So we thank you, AAFCA, for acknowledging this work, and we thank HBO and all of our partners that helped us make this and tell this story.
Yeah, and to add on to that, it's an interesting journey we got to be able to tell this story. We went and we pitched Lisa and Nancy at HBO, and they said yes right away. And then simultaneously, Sam Pollard and Morrow and Jay-Z came in and pitched a similar project. So HBO had the wisdom to kind of combine our efforts and team us up. And so we want to thank Lisa and Nancy from HBO. We want to thank Sam and Morrow and Jeff from Show Force, and we want to thank Jay-Z and everyone from his team. It's just been an amazing journey, from idea to screen, and we're so proud of the work that everyone did. We're so proud of the reception that the docuseries has had. So again, from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank all of our partners, AAFCA, Gil Robertson and his team. It's a true honor to be recognized for this body of work.
Thank you so much for this honor. It's been unbelievable to see the feedback from people who lived through this terror and the horror, and who lived at that time, and have been appreciative of the fact that we've been talking about this story and trying to show new pieces of the story, so that we can make sure that we're acknowledging and addressing kind of what was missed and what was lost, and hopefully help heal and do a better job going forward. So we think it's very important to uncover these stories and to tell them. And thank you so much for the honor that you've given us today.
It was really a labor of love to work on this project and to be able to tell these stories and to really reinvestigate a crime that we felt had a lot of questions, and there were a lot of issues that entered into this story that made what had happened seem very, very unjust. So it was really important to us. I want to thank my partners at Show Force, Jeff Dupre and Josh Bennett, and of course my partner in directing episode 1 and 2 of this series, Sam Pollard, who has really been a guiding force for me on this subject matter.
I want to thank the African American Film Critics Association on bestowing this great honor on myself and the team that did Atlanta's Missing and Murdered: The Lost Children. It was a series that we felt was very important to tell the story of these children who lost their lives back in the late 70s in the city of Atlanta. It was something that was very close to me because I'd already done a documentary about Maynard Jackson. So to be able to dig deeper into this story and the situation that happened in that city and the context and the history of the city of Atlanta was just very, very important and very powerful. I want to do a shout out to the team besides myself, March Mayoff, Jeff Dupre, and Josh Bennett.
She rules with compassion and grace as Judge Lola Carmichael on her hit CBS series, All Rise. He is a spiritual leader at the forefront of fighting COVID-19 in the Atlanta metro area, and he's trading in 4 seasons as indecisive ethics professor Chidi on NBC's heavenly series, The Good Place, for Barry Jenkins' highly anticipated Amazon series, The Underground Railroad, adapted from Colson Whitehead's Pulitzer Prize-winning book. Please welcome Simone Missick, Pastor Jamal H. Bryant, and Emmy nominee William Jackson Harper.
I may play a judge on TV, but I am glad I didn't have to judge this one. It is so much nicer to be a co-presenter of the AAFCA TV Honors for Best TV Movie, and to be joined by fellow actor William Jackson Harper, and especially Pastor Jamal H. Bryant, who leads New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in the Atlanta area. During this pandemic, so many of our faith leaders have stepped up even more for our communities, and Pastor Bryant is one of them. He and his team have provided food, COVID-19 testing, and therapy sessions during the pandemic. And before then, they were paying people's bills. It is truly a privilege.
It's a privilege to be co-presenting with you, Simone, and William Jackson Harper. We're extremely proud of your work as the star of All Rise. And Mr. Harper, congrats on your Emmy nomination, plus your previous work on Electric Company.
Well, thank you, Pastor Bryant. I appreciate the support and your work as well. as a child, I grew up coaching Church of God in Christ, so, and I never saw any mention of that experience, let alone the film. So it's nice to be here and see that our religious narratives are expanding.
You know, as a Detroit native, I could not be more proud of this movie. These women have been amazing cornerstones of gospel music, and it is about time that their story was told, especially that of their mother and mentor, the musical genius, Dr. Mattie Moss Clark. Ingenue Ellis, you were outstanding. And Christine Swanson, you did the D proud.
The AAFCA TV Honors for Best TV Movie goes to Lifetime's The Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel.
Spit that gum out. Spit the gum out! Now, if y'all wasn't coming up in here chewing gum, you might be able to sing. Might. You might. Jackie, Dorinda, Denise, Karen, y'all come down here. Come on, Twinkie. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
First of all, praise God from whom all blessings flow. Thank you to AAFCA for this wonderful honor. This is one of the first films that I've done all the music for, and I'm really, really, truly grateful and just honored that you are celebrating the work. Thank you, Lifetime TV. Thank you, Dr. Holly Carter. Thank you, Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah, Mary J. Blige. Thank you, Christine Swanson, for just trusting me and making me work with the singers so seamlessly. Thank you to all the actresses, to Ingenue Ellis, to Shalea, to Kiera, to Raven, to Angela, to Christine. You guys made making this music, like recreating that sound, so much fun, but so easy. I definitely got to say thank you to the Clark sisters for just trusting me with your music and your work throughout the years. You inspire me. You've always been one of my favorites. To Twinkie, you are a genius and you are still my musical shero. To the late, great Dr. Mattie Moss Clark, thank you for the roads and the ways that you made for gospel music and music in general. You are a boss. You open the door for so many people. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. Thank you to everyone that worked on this project. May God bless you all.
Thank you, AAFCA and Gil Robinson, for this recognition. Thank you to Lifetime, Holly Carter, and all the many producers involved in bringing the story to the forefront. I am tremendously thankful to the great talents of Dr. Mattie Moss Clark, the Clark sisters, Angela Burchett, Raven Goodwin, Christina Bell, Shalea Frazier, Kiera Sheard, as well as writer Sylvia Jones and Camille Tucker, and my fantastic crew. Lastly, I was incredibly blessed to work alongside truly kind and generous creatives, such as producer Ronnie Petrie, the maestro Donald Lawrence, and the phenomenal Ingenue Ellis, my dream team, without which this movie would not be the special film it is. Thank you also to the tremendous fans. You made this journey so worthwhile. Thank you so much.
Thank you, AAFCA and Gil Robinson, for this awesome opportunity. This is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in my sight. I want to really give a shout out and thank you to Lifetime for believing in this project, for supporting this project, and for giving us the room to make the film that we knew we needed to make. I want to thank Bishop J. Drew Sheard and the Clark sisters, who believed in me from the very beginning to tell their story. It couldn't have been done without you all. I also want to thank Shakim Compare, who helped bring this vision to life. He, Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, Mary J. Blige, my partner in crime, Ronnie Petrie, who was there with me from the very beginning, getting on that flight and headed down to Memphis to see if we can secure these rights. And thank God, here we are today. I want to thank just all of the actresses who were amazing. Ingenue Ellis, Kiera Sheard, Shalea Frazier, Christina Bell, Raven Goodwin, Angela Burchett. I mean, they gave their heart. They left it on the table. And I've got to thank Christine Swanson, our director, because it was her vision that they would sing live. And it was her vision that we didn't hire actresses, but we hired singers. And so what I love about this movie is, without a vision, people perish. But all of us came to the table with a vision, and together God did it. And so I am so humbled by this honor. I'm humbled by the opportunity that we were able to tell a story of faith, of hope, of love, of dreams. And I pray that it blessed you as much as it blessed us. Thank you, and God bless you.
To get the most out of life, you gotta push for it. Push away fear. Push away boundaries. Push yourself and push each other. No matter what life throws your way, just keep pushing, like we did.
Salt and Pepper, the movie event, coming soon on Lifetime.
As an integral part of Entertainment Tonight since 2005, Kevin Frazier has witnessed enough breakout performers to fill a Guinness Book. So who better to present AAFCA TV Honors for Breakout Performer than the guru himself? Joining him is EMT professional Chief Tanya Rivers. You heard that? Chief.
Hey everybody, as much as I love talking to the stars that we all know and love, I'm always thrilled to put the spotlight on the stars of the future, and that's what I know we have here. But before we get to that business, I would be remiss if I did not introduce you to the amazing woman co-presenting with me tonight. Chief Tanya Rivers is a volunteer EMT professional in Suffolk County in Long Island in the New York City metro area. She also serves as chief of training for the Volunteer Ambulance Company, where she works. As we know, in these times, Chief Tanya Rivers and her fellow EMT peers have been working overtime, and we just want to take a moment to thank her and all of them for what they do, because it's amazing.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm just doing my part. We can't all do the same thing, but we can all do something. And like you, I am honored to be here to help present the AAFCA TV Honors Breakout Performer Award. But I must admit, doing it with you is a bit intimidating. After all, you are the expert.
Yeah, but you are the hero, so let's not forget about that. And once again, we can't thank you enough for what you're doing. Now, one of the most exciting things about my job is showcasing new talent. And these two, yes, I said two, performers were just outstanding in the Netflix limited series Hollywood. Now, one of them already has the world buzzing. I mean, how in the world can you manage to get not one, but two Tony nominations at the same award show? First for Temptations' Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and then also Choir Boy. So it's little wonder that he shines in Hollywood as Archie, the aspiring screenwriter who won't let Tinseltown racism or homophobia stop him.
She raised more than a few eyebrows when she played Peter Parker's love interest Liz in Spider-Man: Homecoming, and then more when she starred opposite John David Washington as his love interest and college civil rights activist Patrice Dumas in Spike Lee's BlacKkKlansman. That afro was fierce. As Hollywood's ingenue, Camille, who in this reimagining gets the shot the Dorothy Dandridges and so many nameless others did not. Her talent and, yes, beauty is undeniable.
It is a pleasure to present the AAFCA TV Honors for Breakout Performer to the debonair and dashing Jeremy Pope and the beautiful and talented Laura Harrier for their outstanding performances in Hollywood.
This feeling is nothing new. I grew up getting terrorized. Had an uncle that was pulled out of his bed in the middle of the night and hanged from a tree. So I'm angry, I'm scared, but what I'm not is surprised.
But who is it that's doing this? American Colonization Society? Same people picketing outside.
They say they're peaceful, just want to send colored people to Liberia, but a lot of them are secretly KKK. Hey,
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am just over the moon. My heart is so full in this moment. I wouldn't say that I'm speechless, but I'm just incredibly grateful. Grateful for the love and the support. My mom said something to me this week that really resonated. She said, it's not be careful what you pray for, but be ready for what you pray for. And as a kid, I prayed for many things, but one of the things I prayed for was to always have support, to always have a support system as I go on this endeavor, this creative journey of older people, peers that would just pour love into me, but give me lessons and remind me that I am enough at times when I feel like I am not. This award is a testament of that. So I'm very grateful for it. And I'm just so happy right now. I want to thank everyone at AAFCA, Gil Robertson, Ryan Murphy, Janet Mock, everyone at Netflix, my entire Hollywood family, my girl Laura, I see you, fam, also killing it, also winning. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you again. And I hope to see you all very, very soon.
Hi, thank you so much for this honor. I would like to extend my gratitude to the members of the African American Film Critics Association and especially the president, Gil Robertson, for this acknowledgement. Being recognized by your organization is very, very humbling. The work that you've done for Black artists and filmmakers is invaluable, and I thank you for it. This Breakout Award is meaningful to me because it serves as a reminder to remain focused on playing characters with empowering stories and messages for our community. I would especially like to thank my incredible co-star, Jeremy Pope. I love you and appreciate you, and I'm so, so happy that we get to share this honor together. Also, thank you to our cast and crew, of course, to Ryan Murphy, to Netflix, and everyone who created the opportunity for me to be a part of this project. And again, thank you, members of the AAFCA, for seeing me and promoting positive Black images in the media. And I especially want to thank my friend and mentor and collaborator, Janet Mock. I don't know how I would have done this without you. You were such an advocate, not just for me, but for the character of Camille and for all of the women like Dorothy Dandridge and Lena Horne, Hattie McDaniels, who came before and didn't get the dues and the recognition that they deserved. So thank you for fighting, not just for me, but for them. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Bye, guys.
She will always be my dream girl. I mean, our dream girl, as well as irrefutable evidence that Black just don't crack. Please welcome the incomparable, forever beautiful, and always working, figuratively and literally, Cheryl Lee Ralph, along with Dr. Ayla Stanford from Philadelphia, as they present AAFCA TV Honors for Best Male Performance to a brother who is so bad that he just made Emmy history as the first ever actor to receive nominations in both drama and comedy in the same year. I can't even book a job. As full-fledged characters, not as a guest star. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? He's also making moves behind the camera with his own Hollywood engine, Indian Meadow Productions.
I am so happy and honored to co-present this award with Dr. Ayla Stanford, who is a true COVID-19 hero. When no one was testing in our community, the Black and Brown community, for COVID-19 in Philadelphia, she formed the Black Doctors COVID-19 Consortium, and they hit church parking lots to offer free testing. So, bravo and God bless you, Dr. Ayla Stanford.
Thank you so much, and your husband, Senator Vincent Hughes, for all you've been doing for our community during the pandemic and every single day.
Thank you. The good doctor and I are both here to present AAFCA TV Honors for Best Performance Male. This award celebrates a male actor whose work over the past year has been extraordinary, and this man's work has always been stellar. As Randall Pearson on the NBC hit series, This Is Us, this brother leaves it on the screen each and every time, tackling the complexities of husband, father, adoptive son, brother, foster parent, and more. There is nothing this man cannot do and has not done.
And for the second year in a row, the AAFCA TV Honors winner for the Best Performance Male is the amazing Sterling K. Brown.
Yes. Mom, you have to do this clinical trial. I know you don't want to, but you have to. Because I don't want to be in a therapy session 20 years from now, playing out scenarios, wishing that I had pushed harder, wishing that I had done more, because maybe if I had, you would still be alive. I can't live with that. Even if you can.
Hey, thank you all so very much for this incredible honor. Thank you, AAFCA, for the difference a year makes, Black people. Last year, we were all having fun. My son was playing football. I had to stay to the end and then come to the gathering together where we were all happy under one roof, celebrating one another in person, hugs, handshakes, etc. And now we're a bit more separate. But our lives matter. And you've known that the whole time of your existence and have shown appreciation for the work that we have been doing in front of the camera, behind the camera, and it means so much to be validated by your people. So thank you. I look forward to gathering with you all once again in person and hugging you and looking you in the eyes and loving you in person, because there's one thing to celebrate by yourself, but it's a whole nother thing to celebrate with your people. The role of Randall has been such an interesting and wonderful journey for me in my career, to see him struggle with where he belongs, if he is Black enough, if he is too Black in certain circles for his family, but not Black enough when he's around other African Americans. And I think we all struggle with that feeling of where do we belong? How much is enough? What are we doing to uplift and support our people, our race? It's a question that I ask myself all the time. I can only represent myself, but I want you all to know that in representing myself, I hope that I do you proud. It is something that is always in the forefront of my consciousness, that the representation that I put in front of and behind the camera is one that uplifts, that entertains, that educates, and that edifies. Not just the human experience, but the Black experience as well. I do not take this honor lightly. I am forever in your gratitude, and I shall leave you with 1,000 thank yous. Thank you, thank you.
This First Lady of Comedy has kept us laughing for years, and she hasn't let up with The Neighborhood, opposite King of Comedy Cedric the Entertainer on CBS. Please welcome the hilarious TICHINA Arnold, along with the LAPD's first Black woman deputy, Chief Regina A. Scott, to present AAFCA TV Honors for Best Comedy.
Okay, so before we get into the Best Comedy Award, which is near and dear to my heart, of course, I have to thank my co-presenter, LAPD Deputy Chief Regina A. Scott, who joined the force over 30 years ago and is the first Black woman to ever hold this position in the department's history. Yes, we as a community have a lot of issues with the police, but there are people like Deputy Chief Scott who really are doing their best to protect and serve. So thank you again, Deputy Chief Scott.
Well, thank you so much, TICHINA. I know that I am not the only person you have made laugh over the years. You are such a treasure. And in times like this, we need that light, that laughter more than ever. From Martin, which is still on the air, to The Neighborhood on CBS, you have never failed to shine that light through laughter, and we appreciate you.
Oh, thank you so much. And you know, pulling off a great comedy is a lot harder than it looks. I should know, believe me. Well, you add in a season where you address friends falling apart, new loves, and rekindling old flames, but still find the funny in all of that, and you've got a phenomenal season.
And it's set in LA. Well, Inglewood, congratulations. The AAFCA Honors for Best Comedy goes to HBO's Insecure.
What that dick do? Or do it don't do? Oh, no, it do. It definitely do. But it's been almost a month and I'm just not feeling close to him. It's weird. It's all good sex and witty banter, but...
Hold up. He dicks you down, makes you laugh, and he don't work at the airport? What's the problem? Because I don't hear it.
He's just not opening up. And meanwhile, I'm telling him everything. I even told him how I had to wear a helmet to bed till I was 11.
Hi, I'm Prentice Penny, the showrunner of Insecure. And on behalf of Issa Rae and the entire Insecure team, I want to thank AAFCA and President Gil Robertson with honoring us with this award. I'd also like to thank HBO, 3 Arts, all of our talented cast and crew, writers, producers, directors for all the hard work they did this season. This award is particularly special, especially in this climate, to be honored by your own people who know and see you and understand what you're trying to do. So for this, I say thank you, and I hope that we continue to make you proud as we go into the 5th season of Insecure. Thank you very much.
As V and Hollywood on the wildly popular Queen Sugar, they stay cozy with drama, and he's a New Orleans restaurateur. Please welcome Tina Lifford, Omar Dorsey, and Weedat's Chicken and Shrimp owner Greg Tillery to present AAFCA TV Honors for Best Drama.
One of the things I love about my character, Aunt Vi, is that she finally owns her own restaurant. And one of the things that people worldwide love about Louisiana is the food, especially in New Orleans where we shoot Queen Sugar. It is glorious, and my expanding waist proves it. But it's also one of the industries that has been hardest hit by this pandemic. So I am extra excited to co-present the AAFCA TV Honors for Best Drama with both my on-screen husband, Omar Dorsey, AKA Hollywood, and Weedat's Chicken and Shrimp restaurant founder and owner, Greg Tillery.
During this crisis, Weedat, under Greg's leadership, has been a community leader. Through social media, Greg, a native New Orleanian, has been a loud voice for his community, encouraging people to wear masks, offering tips for education, and more. He even serves as a member of Mayor LaToya Cantrell's advisory board, all while he tries to protect his business and his many employees. God bless you, brother.
Thank you both. Having Queen Sugar in our city has been such a positive experience. If there's one thing that you can count on, is that we in New Orleans, we know how to weather the storm. Resilience is in our bloodline, but so is drama, which is why it's no accident that I'm co-presenting the best drama with the two of you.
Based on the incredibly true story of Isaac Wright Jr., who was wrongly incarcerated and embarked upon a legal career while fighting for his own innocence, For Life, produced by 50 Cent, has taken the ills of our criminal system and put them up close and personal in living rooms everywhere.
But it's not just a show about the criminal justice system. It's about a man, a husband, a father who refuses to give up. Through Aaron's struggle, we see our own fight, walking the line to be better each and every day.
And the AAFCA TV Honors for Best Drama goes to the ABC series For Life.
I used to be just like you. I had a family, but now I am serving a life sentence for something I didn't do.
You should have taken the plea. I would have waited for you. I'm gonna need you.
Except today, I've got a way to fight back. Becoming a lawyer is what's getting me out.
You think you got a chance?
I will prove a pattern of corruption day by day, case by case.
He's never getting out of there. I'm not just gonna give up on him.
Whatever it takes, I will get myself home.
On behalf of Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Isaac Wright Jr., all the other producers, writers, and crew, actors on For Life, we can't say how honored we are to be recognized by AAFCA. Thank you to Gil Robertson and everyone there. We're extremely proud of the show and excited to come back for season 2.
We are so glad that it was recognized by the organization, and we worked really, really hard and hoped that it would resonate with a lot of people, and we're so glad it did with you. Thank you so much.
As the president and CEO of the African American Film Critics Association, that's how he would say it, right? Gil Robertson stays up at night. I know, because I've been on the phone with him strategizing on how to ensure that we are seen. Celebrating Afro-Latinx like me, Celia Cruz, and everything in between, and the Black LGBTQ+ community. Whether in front of the camera or behind, Gil works hard to keep Black excellence at the forefront. Just look at this show. Let's give him a round of applause. Not the Pelosi clap. Stand up. Joining him is respected and adored NBC LA journalist, Miss Beverly White.
Thank you, Ida. You are too kind.
But no one person does this alone. None of this. And I do mean none of it. The AAFCA TV Honors, the AAFCA Awards, the AAFCA Virtual Roundtables, and any of our other amazing programs happens without a team. And I have one of the greatest ever assembled. But it also doesn't happen without companies like our AAFCA TV Honors Inclusion Honorees. And it can't happen if we aren't here. That's why I'm honored to co-present this award with Beverly White, my dear friend, who has been a respected voice on NBCLA, our Channel 4, for over 25 years, and has been an outstanding journalist for over 40. During this pandemic, she stepped up, as always, to keep us informed with warmth and compassion. Thank you, Beverly, for all that you do.
Thank you, Gil. This program is wonderful, and congratulations on your outstanding work with AAFCA. Shirley Chisholm once said, "Service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth."
Raising Dion, Hentified, Tiger Tail, these two series in one film, Black, Latinx, and Asian, are just a taste of their mission to provide a home for diverse and inclusive stories and characters that reflect our nation's rich racial tapestry. It's a blueprint that's not just visionary, but transformative. It encourages and inspires creatives of color to weave ambitious stories where they are at the center, while assuring them that someone is creating a seat at the table for them.
The AAFCA TV Honors is proud to recognize and reward Macro, founded by Charles D. King, with the 2020 Inclusion Award.
Hey, babe, it's time to go. Just put your dishes in the sink, okay? I don't want any more ants. Now, Dion.
Are you kidding me? Yo, I don't have time for this. Okay, Pop, look, I get it. Chris is going to be fine. Okay, he's a big boy with a big fat bank account. He can afford help like therapy or Whole Foods.
Okay, you take Whole Foods? Even the toaster doesn't think I'm next.
On behalf of everyone at Macro, thank you so much to the African American Film Critics Association and Gil Robertson for this amazing honor. Here at Macro Television Studios, we are so proud to amplify the voices and perspectives of artists of color. Thank you to everyone for watching Raising Dion and making it Netflix's #1 kids and family show when we launched. And Hentified, our bilingual love letter to Boyle Heights, also on Netflix. And of course, thank you to Netflix for being such outstanding partners on both series. Brian Wright, Teddy Biaselli, Carolina Garcia, Coral Wright, and Jane Weissman, just some of the incredible execs we get to work with, as well as all of our producing partners. First on Hentified, showrunners Linda Chavez and Marvin Lemus. Our executive producers, America Ferreira, Terry Weinberg, Aaliyah Williams. On Raising Dion, showrunner Carol Barbie. And our executive producers, Michael B. Jordan, Alana Mayo, Kenny Goodman, and Dennis Liu. And to every single actor, episodic director, and crew member, we just simply cannot do what we do without you. Thank you. We are truly looking forward to getting back to set and shooting season 2 for both series. Until then, stay safe, wear a mask, and remember to vote in November. Thank you.
From her Academy Award-winning role as Minnie in The Help to her most recent Emmy-nominated one as real-life Shiro, hair care pioneer Madam C.J. Walker in Self-Made, she keeps bringing the heat. And this Morehouse man is the very first Black mayor of their hometown. Please welcome Montgomery, Alabama's very own Oscar winner Octavia Spencer and Mayor Stephen Reed to present AAFCA TV Honors for Best Performance Female.
I am honored to co-present the award for Best Performance Female with Mayor Stephen Reed, the first Black mayor in the 200-year history of our hometown, Montgomery, Alabama. Congratulations again on your historic victory, and thank you for your leadership during the pandemic. You are literally saving lives.
Thank you, Octavia. I'm just as honored to co-present with you, Montgomery's own superstar and Oscar winner. Thank you for the respiratory monitors you donated to Alabama's hospitals.
you are saving lives too. The recent passing of Reverend Joseph E. Lowry, the Reverend C.T. Vivian, and of course, Congressman John Lewis, all civil rights titans, along with massive protests for justice for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and more, have me even more energized to keep doing all I can to make our world a better place.
Well, we're rooting for you all the way. And we're also rooting for our honoree. It's no secret that she's one of the greatest actresses of our time. She's bold, fearless, and relentless in her craft, but she's also kind, compassionate, and loving. For 6 seasons, she's kept us in awe as Annalise Keating, and I have the great honor of calling her friend.
The AAFCA TV Honors winner for Best Performance Female is the incomparable Viola Davis for her ABC series, How to Get Away with Murder.
Who I am is a 53-year-old woman from Memphis, Tennessee, named Anna Mae Harkness. I am ambitious, Black, bisexual, angry, sad, strong, sensitive, scared, fierce, talented, exhausted. And I am at your mercy.
You know, the word that comes to mind for this award for this year is grateful. I am eternally grateful for the 6 years I had on How to Get Away with Murder, to create a character that meant so much to so many people, but especially my people. So I thank you so much for this award, African American Film Critics Association, because I have tried to the best of my ability to honor our complexity, our humanity, and our beauty with this character. And I'll add this award with all of my other awards. And this has been the highlight of my life. So I humbly thank you.
What makes an icon? If anyone knows, it might just be this phenomenal, multi-hyphenate actress, writer, director, and producer who co-wrote and co-directed the award-winning Netflix documentary, Quincy, about the music icon she calls Dad. Please welcome Rashida Jones to present the 2020 AAFCA TV Honors Icon Award.
How one ascends to icon status is alchemical. It's not something you can just wish into existence. It's a path which requires talent and skill, but most notably, a third elusive ingredient. Something about who you are, what your life experience has been, and how, at that right moment, it directly connects with people on a personal but also aspirational level. Kenya Barris has done just this. By mining his own life, he's tapped into his experience in a way that helps us see ourselves. With Blackish, he turned inward, putting aspects of his own family dynamic in the public eye, and it resonated to the point that we could not get enough. And from that, the college comedy series Grownish, as well as Mixedish, based on his wife's childhood growing up biracial. And now, with our Netflix show, #BlackAF, he takes a satirical, critical look at his life now as a mogul, as a father, and as a husband. This award mostly makes me happy because it means that Kenya will no longer be the only one referring to himself as an icon. And with that, I am super honored to present my friend, the brilliant Kenya Barris, with the AAFCA TV Honors Icon Award. Truly well deserved.
Oh my God. I mean, thank you, Rashida, for that speech. But that's like being the guy who has to come on after MLK at the March on Washington speech. My God. I'm just kidding, but thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you for that so much. And with that, thank you, AAFCA, for honoring me with this amazing gift. And thank you, Gil Robertson. And thank you, Netflix, ABC, my Collaborating Society family, all the people who worked on the Ish family, the cast, the crew, the writers, the directors who've become family to me. Like, this is such an honor, and I really, really, really appreciate it. It's something I never thought that I would be in the position to get, so I didn't really have words. And even though I wrote some stuff down, it's decided to go off the cuff. And, you know, so many thoughts and questions come to my mind, like, how old do these people actually think I am? And do they have a different meaning of icon than I do? But, you know, this is amazing. And I thank you so much for this opportunity and this gift. And I would know that I would not be in this position to receive this if it were not for the love and just work of the people who are part of AAFCA and the people in this room and who are seeing this. Thank you so much. You guys have taken a kid from Inglewood and the life that I would have had and transformed it into something else. And I really will be forever indebted and appreciative to you. You know, right now we are living in a time of a lot of pain, particularly for African Americans, you know, Black pain. And I think that during this time, I've often looked at what is the place of comedy? And is this a place and a time for comedy? And I will say that comedy is best presented when it comes from pain. It's the medicine that allows us to take in with a spoonful of sugar what we've gone through. And I think that as Black people is what we have been best at doing. And I think that being able to receive this award from my peers and from my family during this time is more impactful for me than it could be ever and will ever be to me at any other time. I think that comedy has a really special place in our world. It allows us through thoughtful conversations, uncomfortable discussions, creepy moments, and all the other things to really have conversations that people wouldn't have in their everyday life. And I've been blessed to have those conversations and to be able to continue to have those conversations because of the people in this room and the voice that you allowed me to have that people in our generations past would not have been allowed to have. So I thank you for honoring me with that. And with this gift today, I want to say that I understand that the pain that we're going through is a shared thing that I hope to be a part of being a little, if not a big part of the next generation of conversations that change what we're talking about and how we see ourselves. I feel like for me, being able to receive this award, unless you guys know something I don't, means to me that hopefully I have another stage in my career that says I can empower different voices of all different nationalities, ethnicities, genders to really continue to tell their story in a really authentic way. And I have been embraced in a way in this particular world I never thought I'd be embraced. And I feel like my job in that next part of my career is to continue to try and build upon that legacy that you have started and you do for all of us in as authentic and sincere a way as I can. So I thank you so much for this gift and for this honor. And I hope to not let you down and do it in a way that you feel that you were ahead of the curve as you have been with me the whole time. And that we continue to build this, whatever the next part of our life is together. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone involved in my career. And thank you, Mom. I love you forever.
Please welcome back to the stage AAFCA CEO, President, and co-founder Gil Robertson with Rockstar TV critic and AAFCA TV's Honors Committee member, Eric Diggins.
This has been such a glorious program. We are thankful to not just all the brilliant folks in television whose work and amazing creativity and talent has helped guide us through this calendar year, particularly the last portion of it, which hasn't been as rough for us thanks to your work, but also to the frontline and essential workers, along with the many community and civic leaders who are doing the truly heavy lifting of trying to deliver us from this pandemic. We thank you, we salute you, and we support you. As for this program, it could not have happened without this amazing man joining me, Eric Diggins, who is one of our most brilliant TV critics. He's a trailblazer and a pioneer.
Well, thanks a lot, Gil, the man I call my brother from another mother. It's been a real honor and a privilege to celebrate all this TV excellence and also incorporate the real heroes of our time. For many of us, life has never been so challenging. But thankfully, television has never been more equipped to ease us through many of these challenges. And it's doing so as a reflection of our true nation, packed with all our diversity and inclusion. And the even better news is that this season promises even better.
We could not do this without our many partners. To Morgan Stanley Sports and Entertainment Wealth, Netflix, Sony Pictures Entertainment, CBS, Apple, Quibi, NBC Universal, and ABC Disney, a heartfelt thanks. Also, thank you to our AAFCA subcommittee for TV Honors for the wonderful job you made in these amazing choices for this year. We appreciate you. Thank you to the overall membership of AAFCA. You guys are really making me proud. To Lana Walker, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the love, support. We absolutely adore you. Continue to follow AAFCA on Instagram at AAFCA, on Twitter at the AAFCA, THEAAFCA, and at the African American Film Critics Association on Facebook. You can also follow us on LinkedIn at AAFCA, as well as subscribe to the AAFCA channel on YouTube. Thank you again. Check out our website at aafca.com for even more information about what the association is doing and what we're all about. Ida, thank you too for doing a wonderful job. Take us home.
That's a wrap. We hope to see you in person next year at the 3rd Annual 2021 AAFCA TV Honors. This has been an amazing experience, our first virtual award show together. Thank you, Gil Robertson, and the rest of your fantastic crew for allowing me to host this historic AAFCA TV Honors. It has been a labor of love. To all the frontline essential workers and civic and community leaders who joined us and those who didn't, may God continue to bless and hold you. To all the winners, bravo. And I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but some of y'all don't listen. So remember, COVID is real. Keep wearing those masks, washing your hands, and social distancing. Back up off me. Also, in our fight against racial injustice, do keep the faith. We're not where we want to be, but we're headed in the right direction. Until we meet again, yours truly, Aida Rodriguez.
No justice, no peace, no racist police. Oh, no justice, no peace, no racist police. 'Cause I can't breathe. With your knee on top of me, get your knee on top of me, and I can't breathe. How do you expect me to breathe when you throw tear gas at me? 'Cause I can't